mathematical solution. Water is one of the most important substances on earth. All plants and animals must need water to survive. If there was no water, there would be no life on earth. In fact, there are disputes over water for several centuries in many countries. Scientists also look for water in other planets so that it could survive extraterrestrial life. In today's video, let's see how a scientist solved a water problem using simple physics and maths.
Imagine if you're living in a place surrounded by snow mountains everywhere. Plenty of water is available throughout the winter, but not a single drop is available in summer season, and your community is desperately looking for water for survival. And what will you do? Without water, we can't survive. Will you dig the ice and transport through vehicles? Or will you melt the ice and save it for summer?
Every problem has a mathematical solution.
One of the largest fresh water is surrounded by your place. You have water everywhere in the form of ice in winter. The greatest ranges of Central Asia, including the Himalayas, contain the third largest deposit of ice and snow in the world after Antarctica and Arctic. The Himalayan range contains about 15,000 glaciers comparable to 12,000 cubic kilometers of fresh water. More than 1.9 billion people rely on the water that flows from the glaciers, whether for drinking, agriculture, energy, or other purposes. But during April and May, where the scorching summer starts, not a single drop is available. Plants, animals, and humans dying for water in that time, where every drop of water is very important to sustain life and agriculture. Without agriculture, life can't sustain, and without water, agriculture can't sustain. Can you cut the ice in winter from the mountains and transport it by vehicles and store it in the lower plains? But there are no roads available to transport the ice, and also electricity is scarce in Indian mountain regions. Further, this procedure is very expensive. Chivang Naufal is an Indian civil engineer who has built 15 artificial glaciers, and he is nicknamed as Iceman of India. Naufal observed that when a water flows quickly, it doesn't freeze, but when it slows, it freezes quickly. Based on this, he created artificial glaciers by diverting a river into a valley, slowing the stream by constructing checks. The artificial glaciers increase the groundwater recharge, regenerating the spring and providing water for irrigation. By 2012, Naufal had built 12 artificial glaciers. Naufal's largest glacier is 1,000 feet long, 150 feet wide, and 4 feet in depth. Dr. Sonam Vanchuk's solution. Dr. Sonam Vanchuk came with a clever answer using simple science. If you put water in a U-shaped tube, the water levels on both sides balances equally due to gravity. In winter, he connected the water resources in the mountain to the plains using a network of pipes and tubes. Water easily moves from uphill to downhill due to gravity, and so no need for external energy sources. The pipes were planted in the 4 feet underground below the ground so that water doesn't freeze. As the temperature of the water is maintained just above the freezing point, and so it remained in its liquid form. During night time, the water is released from the tubes and it's sprayed into minus 20 degrees Celsius atmosphere. Because of the pressure difference, the water shoots up and freezes instantly and falls as snow. The water that comes out freezes instantly and gets the shape of the cones. There is no need for big pumps or machines to complete this procedure. These glaciers were the height of 10-20 story building. These artificial glaciers were the shape of the cone. Cone is one of the geometric shapes which has low surface area to volume. Due to its shape, the ice stays longer time compared to flat surface ice. These artificial glaciers or artificial water reservoir were in plains and not exposed to direct sunlight compared to the glaciers in the top of the mountains, and so the artificial glaciers did stay longer period. These artificial ice stupas are about the size of 80 feet tall in winter and managed to release water in summer. And in mid-June, these glaciers were the size of about 15 feet. These artificial glaciers can store up to 15 million liters of water. Every day, the artificial glacier melts and releases water in April, May and June. Sonam Wangchuk has planted at least 5,000 trees in 2017 and he is planning to plant more trees in future. Trees are very important for biodiversity, provide healthy ecosystem, provide clean air, offer protection from flooding and store carbon. This artificial glacier also gives opportunities for artists to create sculptures and promotes tourism and boosting local economy. With the aim to promote artificial glaciers and save water for irrigation, Ice Stupa competition is being held since 2019. In 2019, 12 ice stupas were built. In 2020, around 25 stupas are being built. Dr. Sonam Wangchuk literally saved his community using simple science.